Welcome to Motor City Aquatics with your host, me, your favorite. We thought we'd come on here and say hello. It's a Sunday. It's a good Sunday. I've been doing a bunch of, my hair is all disheveled. Not because I haven't taken a shower, not because I don't shave, and I wear dirty clothes like some people that stream. I don't know why they don't take showers and stuff. It's kind of nasty. But anyways, we wanted to come on and say hi. Like I said, we're going to start coming on here more and having discussions and sharing more and get more information out there about things that we do here. So if anyone has questions, you can always ask down in the comments. TikTok it down there or something. But I'm gonna work on the angle of how we do this. I used to have one of those ring lights that my wife bought me, and it didn't make it very long. I don't know how it got busted up, but the lens came off. It was all discombobulated on the rack, and then Luke asked me if he could destroy it, and I said yes. I didn't really care about it, but I have a light above me. I have the whole basement lit up, but for one, I hate that light because I like the old yellowy brown lights, that you grew up with, or at least that I grew up with. They make my eyes feel real good. It's like I like that same color on my tanks. These are like garage lights. I don't really care for them because they don't have that yellowy look, but they're not horrible. It's just the K or whatever is too bright on them. I think these are 5,000 whatever, and I think the yellow starts around 3,500 to 4,000. So that's where I like the temperature. That's what I should say, the temperature of the light. But anyways, so I had to kick it here, but with Luke having a broke leg for a while, he's not going to be coming down playing video games. So I cleaned everything up. I vacuumed, the wife's out, running a bunch of errands, making a bunch of money, because I didn't tell you yesterday I got laid off. In wintertime, things slow up. So I just did a big, huge job. I think I put some photos up. I built a big, huge addition inside of an ice rink, did all the electrical work, built a room with my partner, and doors, everything. The guy who runs the rink came over and said, "Hey," he said, "Man, that closes better than any of the doors on my house." I said, "They call me the door guy." Well, that was my wife. She's going to go, "You wouldn't answer because you're on YouTube." She's hilarious. Love her to death. But, just built that. So got paid for that. I'm supposed to be getting doing another job. Oh, she's actually home. Supposed to be doing another job out in this rich neighborhood out past me. I don't know when that's starting. Brandon, what's up? What's going on? Dang, good to see you. I'm almost to 1,000. So waiting for him to call me on that. Hopefully it starts this week. We have a thing that tracks our phone. So, I have food that was canceled. Oh, nice. What was I saying? Shit. The job thing. So yeah, I'm waiting on that. I can go back at any time, but side jobs pay a lot, especially right now and here's the weird thing. Everything starts to become so expensive. Everything starts to, everything costs so much. And now everything's going up in price, and it's like society just goes, okay, they just accept it. Society just accepts everything. I mean, instead of going, I'm not paying, $15,000 or $20,000 to redo my bathroom. I'll just leave it pink, till I die. What do I care? Or whatever, driveways or you name it. Prices are so high. I watched a guy on YouTube. I respect this guy. He's a carpenter on YouTube, but he lives in California. He said going hourly wage right now. He's one of them handymans. He has a great channel. I can't think of the name of it, but he said going price right now is $200 an hour. Are you kidding me? I would YouTube. That's a big joke going around too. When, within, even when we're not doing side jobs, they say, oh yeah, you must be one of them people that just YouTube it. Just go YouTube it. And it's like, but YouTubing's great. I mean, I YouTube stuff if I don't know it, and it's like YouTube really helps. So kudos and big props out to everyone out there that's on YouTube that teaches people how to do stuff. I mean, it's incredible. See that right there? That's probably one of the most expensive Baby Brine shrimp bottles you ever see. That's a Fuji water bottle. You know how much I paid for that water just to get that bottle? It's crazy. But yeah, I don't need a Zis thing from Oh Boy and all that. I'll do it. I'll do a quick story for you. I was at my buddy's pet store yesterday. Oh, bring it home. My wife, I'll tell you guys later. So anyways, I was at my buddy's pet store, and this older gentleman comes in with this little kid. So it must have been, well, at the time we didn't really know, but ended up being his grandson. Anyways, he walked in. The guy had a piece of paper, their business name on it, and the products they were selling. Well, he brought in electric blue Acaras. Electric blue Acaras. The kid had like 36 of them. He had them bagged 3 to a bag, and he had that little piece of filter pad cut, that keeps the ammonia down. Big Dog 35, what up? Thanks for stopping in. So this kid with his grandpa, he's got a little, maybe an inch by inch pad cut. So he has it in each bag. Each bag has 3 of the blue Acaras in it. And I was like, I couldn't believe. I was like, Atkins Nature Aquariums, what's happening? What's going on? And it was so incredible to see. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to sell some fish so I can, my electric blue Acaras, so I can buy an air pump. He wants to buy a real big air pump. Well, I was actually, hey, Bubble Off. Good to see you too. I was actually there. I took a big pump to my buddy's store so he could power his whole back. Well, my pump that was here was too powerful, so I traded him. And actually, the big pump he gave me even has a dial to spin it, to turn it, speed it up, slow it down. So I have 260s and 8 or 9 tanks. And then here I just put up from the show last night. He gave me this, which I think this is one of the best all-in-one tanks, the Fluval 13.5 gallon. It's an incredible tank, but he gave it to me for free. So I filled it up with water. I poured white vinegar in it. I actually went to the dollar store. It was like $2.65. Holla at you, boy, what? But you put this in. If anyone doesn't know, I'm sure everyone does, but if there's people on here just starting, it breaks down calcium and everything. Because here's the thing: you clean the tank. It was late last night, so I sprayed it out, got all the sand out, a little bit. There was like maybe a teaspoon of sand, but I don't want to sit there and scrape at it and risk hitting the silicone in the corner of the glass and everything. If you put this in the tank and you let it run for a day, 2 days, a week, it doesn't matter. All it's going to do is it's going to break all that stuff down and make it like mushy. So you can go in there with your sponge or whatever you clean with, go around, clean it off really good, and it'll get everything off. It works excellent in salt water also. Vinegar is the way to go. Rinse it out. I'll just drain this out to maybe an inch deep and then fill it right back up. And now I'm just going to let it run forever, squeeze some dirty sponges in it. I just haven't come up with what I want to put in it. I don't have a lid and a light. It's got the pump in it, and it's got the sprayer nozzles. It's got the filter pad. It just doesn't have a lid or a light. So if anyone has an idea, Fish Family, what up? Thanks for coming in. Anybody has an idea what I should put in this. So if you guys watch my channel, I breed CPDs. I breed longfin super red bristlenose plecos. I breed blue dreams, really high-end blue dreams. I mean, when they breed, they don't throw Rillies and half black and just trash. And then Caridina. I have a lot of Caridina, high-end Caridinas, but I don't know. I was thinking of using it to put more babies in it, because up there I have catch cups right now that have the CPD babies are hatching, and each catch cup has about 4 or 5 right now that are swimming. So what I was thinking is if I just start dumping eggs into here instead of leaving them in the catch cups, I can, because usually what I do is I dump these cups out right here. These are my catch cups in the tank where they lay the eggs. I dump those out, and I usually just leave them in a catch cup, and I let them hatch in there. And then once they've hatched and they've been in there about 2 weeks and they're really strong, then what I do is I put them in the 10-gallon tank right here, and I don't just dump them in. What I do is I take the container and I put it in the water, and then I submerge it to where it just starts to go down by itself. And now let it go to the bottom and just sit on the bottom. I don't dump the fish in or anything, because CPDs are super, super, super sensitive when they're babies. When they're little itty bitty fry, they're really, really sensitive. I mean, you could see the air stone right here. It's more than what I usually do, but it's so little. I mean, literally 4 or 5 bubbles come out of it. I don't know why it's so high right now. But too much water movement will kill them. So, it takes a couple weeks in there. They're eating live baby brine, and then all of a sudden, I mean, they're just all super strong. I mean, you can run a filter, they'll be good, they'll be fine. They're at that stage now. All their tummies are orange, from the baby brine shrimp. Stuff like that. But what I was thinking for this is if I don't know, start putting them in here, letting them grow up bigger in here. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. But I love the Fluval 13.5 gallon. 13 gallon. The box says 13.5. Don't take it away. Flower horn. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Flower horns are super cool. A buddy of mine he brought in what is it? What's the gray? It's the gray with the black stripes on it, and it grows a hump like a flower horn. My buddy brought in it. I don't know, about like this, maybe 10 inches, but it had a huge hump on its head. If you guys say it, I'll. Oh, my bad, bro. 13.5. Don't take it away from me. Now, I'm almost positive that they also have, and the reason I didn't get it years ago was the price it had, but I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that they came out with a 16-gallon cube like this too, a rectangle. This isn't a cube, it's a rectangle. It was an all-in-one. Now, I know that they have the long one, but I'm almost positive that they had a 16-gallon like this, but I can't find it anymore. I'm pretty sure. Start collecting zoanthids. That's what I was thinking of doing, is make this a saltwater tank and start putting stuff in there. The only bad thing is I don't have a saltwater light, so I'd have to figure it out. But I just picked up that one sweet thing, that brain or whatever it is. It's the open brain. I put it, hold on. I put the name of it up yesterday. It is called I'm going to probably pronounce it, Trachyphilia open brain coral. I got one of those yesterday. Zoas and shrooms, yes. That would be good. That would be good. I think the saltwater because here's the fish. This is the fish that my buddy, you guys don't know what that. I can't think of it. I have a brain fart. I can't think of it. But the big one. That's what he brought in. I just got AI blade glow for my Zoa tank. Looks really nice. Yeah, it's what I want. What me and Luke were talking about getting that for. I was actually going to get one a few months ago. He has on his counter, he's got some clowns in it. I was going to get it, take the clowns out, of course. But the one store I went to over here by me, it is called, well, it's not here by me, it's north of me. It's called, what's it called? It is called, I'll give them a shout out. They got a great store. It's the whale. God, dog, I don't know what it is today. I can't think of anything. It is, and it's all over Facebook too. Well, because it's over here by me, but God dang, I can't believe Night Crew Saltwater Aquarium Light Marine LED Fish Tank Light for Coral Reef Tanks Programmable Timer Controller 18 24-inch 20 watts. Oh, okay. I'll even take a picture of that. It is called God, I swear, ever since I got my neck broke, I just some days it's it's like this. Other days I don't have an issue whatsoever. I remember stuff I haven't thought of in years. It's called Moby Dicks. Sorry, Moby Dicks. They had an octopus there, and it was in a plastic cup that they had in the tank, so it doesn't crawl out and stuff. And they said it wouldn't grow any bigger, and it was small. And me and Luke wanted to buy it. And I said, man, if we had one of them 13 and a half gallons, because they say don't put it in with anything. I said, well, will it kill anything? They said, if anything comes past it, if it can grab it, if it's slow enough, they'll grab it. And so I didn't want to put it in any of this. Let me take a picture of that. There. I didn't want to put it in that tank, because like my clowns are super expensive. I don't want to lose anything anyways. The bad thing, I'll talk about that in a little bit, but what we have lost since we got the tank, things we didn't know, things I could share, which probably everyone in here already knows, but in case people don't. My main reef is a water box 45. My softy tank is 10 gallons. Now that tank over there, Atkins, is it's a 40. It's that big brand name. It's the all-in-one, whatever the heck the name of that is. I had the 25 gallon, but I gave it back. Hold on, I'll tell you what it is. It is the Nuvo, the Innovative Marine Nuvo 40 gallon. That's what we have over there. And everything I have in it, most of it is all soft. But I'm going to start. That's another thing. I got to figure out this camera because I want to do a stream in front of that where it's, like here. But I'm going to have to light myself up somehow, or just not. I can just turn the camera around like I used to do and just video the tank and have a stream like that. But yeah, I had the 25 gallon. That was really good, but I wanted to put more stuff in it. And so then this the light. I went to go get this light, and it was an Arabic dude. And when we showed up, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's a nice light." I was like, "Do you have anything else to sell?" He's like, "Well, actually, I've taken some things down. My wife's making." The guy was just loaded, and he had this tank in his garage, and it stunk so bad. I don't know how many snails were in it that he didn't get out of it. Oh my god! And we drove home with it in the car with every window up. It was the most disgusting smell. I don't even know, maybe 10,000 rotten worms in the sun in a styrofoam container. But 6-gallon Lifeguard with a 12-inch blade glow. Yeah, see, it's just, what I really think is hot is those low profile ones with the racks in it. But here's the thing. It's a goal, I'm sure, of everyone that does saltwater. It's like to get it to a certain, you buy it real small and then to grow it up really big and, maybe sell frags of it or this and that. But there's people over here in Michigan that have, they sell stuff like that. Like you can go to their home and buy it and everything. There's been a couple that I really liked. And then I saw this guy on YouTube. What was it, yesterday? I think he had a saltwater tank. The whole thing was just all these softies. God, was it incredible. The only problem I'm having right now, if I showed you the tank, you'd be like, well, it could be, yeah, it can be organized better. But here's my problem is these freaking crabs that I have in here, not here, but in the tank. The one's gotten so big, he literally knocks off some of my biggest soft corals. I mean, I put them up there in the holes and he just uproots and throws them off. Tears everything up. And it's not like hurting them or anything, but literally these things ain't cheap. And he just knocks them all the way up the top. I'll put it there and come down 2 hours later and it's knocked off. And it's like, oh my gosh, but they're so cool. But he's grown so fast, literally so fast. The red ones that I have are still really small, but I don't know how he's grown so fast, but he's in the biggest shell too. And I'm gonna have to, but I have to not tell Luke. So I have had for about 5 months, got a red ruby dragonette that I feed daily since I don't have enough pots. I actually had 2 red ruby dragonettes. I have my green dragonette. Here's the thing. What's really cool is don't fall for the hype that it's all that they'll eat is copepods. This tank here, can't see it. The water level's down lower, but it's actually like an ugly green. Hold on, there it is. Like a dirty water. That's my copepod tank. That's where I breed them. So I went to Moby Dick's. I think they're in Waterford. And I bought 2 bottles of it. One bottle I dumped in the tank. The other bottle I dumped in here. And, I put food in here once in a while. And they just breed. And then I have a coffee sieve that I just I'll dunk it in, scoop them out, or I'll drain, do a water change on it and drain it in there. And then I just take it over to the tank and just wash it right out into it. He eats a lot of foods. When I got him at the store, he's wild. When I got him at the store, they said, well, hold on, we have to see if he'll eat of any frozen food yet before you take him. We want to make sure. And so they fed him some other stuff and he ate it. And I brought him home and he's fat. And I put copepods in there, I don't know, maybe once a month, not a ton. And he's fat, but he eats a lot of different foods. He doesn't. And now I just got this new food. I got it saltwater and freshwater. And my buddy said that no one's had it yet at a store. Let me grab it. I'll show you guys. And they go nuts over it. So, and I'll read to you what's in it. Now, I'm sure other people may have had this or they have it, but we just got it. My buddy just got it in his store. So it's called Mermaid's Delight Reef Blend. Now, let me read to you what's in it. It's shrimp, cod, clam, squid, octopus, scallop, krill, brine, mysis, rotifers, red, green, and purple seaweed, cyclops, oysters, reproductive parts, decapsulated brine eggs, copepods, GP 50 and 100, phytoplankton, roe, garlic extract, multivitamins, omega-3 amino acids, and HUFA, whatever that is, a premium AIO blend for all your reef inhabitants. And it also is I have the freshwater one too. So all I do, I just break off a little piece. I turn the filter off. I leave the power head on, and I just throw a piece in there. Well, everything likes stuff, and it all grabbed the food. So I throw a small chunk in there, and as it melts and it just blows around the whole tank, and they can get it, but it doesn't go like to the bottom really fast because I put it in there in a frozen chunk and they go nuts. But yeah, Mermaid's Delight. It's really good. They go crazy over it. And the freshwater has the same, it has a huge amount of great stuff like that. But here's the thing is that food, the one eggs, God, I can't think of it, but I have a liquid that I squeeze in the tank. It's the, gosh, I can't think. It's a certain egg, but it's all in that food. So, you could buy 2, 3 different foods, 4 different foods, but it's all in that. Now, the one for the freshwater, it has, for beef heart to you name it, it's all in there also. Now, it's something that I would have to get the plecos used to, because my plecos, I try to just raise them good for, people that are buying them. So I just do, I let them eat algae, the wood, and I feed them the green beans. Other than that, I try to, that's all I give them. They don't like anything else. I mean, they'll leave it there. So I'd be picky about it. I have a mandarin. That's what mine is. Yeah, mandarin. It's the green one. 45 heats, pellets and frozen too. Yeah. It's I wasn't the kind of the one when I got them at the store. They had them eating it. So I don't like crabs. Only blue legs and scarlet hermits in my reefs now. They are less annoying. Yeah, it's irritating. So I'm gonna have to take him out because he's in the biggest shell. It's as big as a silver dollar, the shell, and his claws. I actually made a little short video of it. The glass is dirty. I cleaned the glass, but I wasn't able to clean the glass and then video it. So I did that first, but I wanted to show everybody how he just walks over stuff and tears it up. Phosphate and concentrate. Phosphate. Yeah. I have to try that Mermaid's Delight. I've got mine on bloodworms and Daphne, which seems ironic to me. Oh yeah, my mandarin smashes bloodworms. Oh my gosh. He grabs it, just chomp chomp. He'll smash a whole bloodworm. Now I don't know how many he'll eat, but he'll take down a bloodworm like nothing. And that's the thing. Look, I know mandarins like to snack all day, but believe me, a hungry fish is going to eat. It's just how it is, but I don't feed my tank every day. I just, I do it like a freshwater tank. It's I feed a decent amount, but everything in there, food hits it, it'll close up on it, and it'll eat it, digest it. I have stuff in there. You try to feed it all, so it blows around there. But I have a starfish in there. I don't know. He's probably this big. He's got really long, skinny legs on him. He comes out every once in a while, but you try to get some of everything in there, and they enjoy it. I consider feeding my saltwater fish bloodworm. Yeah, it's my wife feeds it to him. I feed it to him, but it's not like you put a whole cube in there. I'll put bloodworms, mysis or mesis shrimps, a little bit of each. And, I just put it in warm water, thaw it out, and then I just pour some in, and then we put it in the refrigerator. And then get some of it the next day, pour some in, feed them it the next day, and, but until that's gone, then we go. I feed probably every other day. I don't like, I have one power head in there, and then the pump in the back runs. I just don't want to, I don't want to overfeed the tank and kill it. The fish are all fat. I have a blenny in there, one of those Starlight blennies or whatever. His gut looks like a big, huge balloon. So no one's hungry in there, believe me. No one is hungry in there. So, the every other day thing's cool. But when I do the baby brine shrimp, I did that earlier, and I went over there and dumped a whole bunch in. I shut everything off so they can all go down, and, the clownfish, everything likes it, but, it's good. It's all good for them. Makes them nice and healthy and everything. Yeah. Fish roe, eggs. Yep. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. I just mix it up. It's like a smorgasbord, look, if you don't want to eat this, you'll eat this. If you don't want to eat that, you'll eat this, but everything in the tank, that's the cool thing about saltwater is, it's really not going to go to waste. I have a crab that lives in my anemone. Okay. My anemone used to be huge, but now it stays really small. I mean, a monster. But the clownfish are always in them. And but I have a little crab. What's up? Oh, hi. Yeah. Oh, well, good to try it. If it was dead today, then the other one did good. So, all right, I'll be up in a little bit. But it's the cool thing is everything in the tank eats. That's what we really enjoy. It's you can have fun with it, watching everything. Because literally, it's not like you feed, but that the clownfish are always in there on him, and I have a little crab that lives in them, not in them, but lives on them, and it's just my buddy told me that it stays small. The anemone stays smaller now because the clownfish are always in them. I mean, I don't know if they bite his tentacles or what, but they put it in their mouth. I don't know if they get the poison off of them so it builds their, immune system up better. I don't know what it is, but that anemone used to stretch its leg out. I mean, so long, it'd be huge. I mean, monstrous when I got them. And then we had different clownfish and, whatever, but these naked clownfish like that anemone so much that it just, I don't know, it stays small. It hasn't stretched out in forever, but it chills. And he said it's kind of because, but I don't think it to be true. He says because the clownfish are in there and they nibble on it, and this and that, so it's kind of irritated and stays small. I don't know. Seems healthy. My wife feeds it, like literally just she'll feed it the little shrimps. She cuts up shrimps and takes it and kind of goes right into it, floats it into it, and it grabs it, rolls it. I mean, we feed it special, and all sorts of good stuff like that. Dwarf angelfish, yeah, my reef, he needs a lot too. I had this blue fish and it's got like a yellow face. It's a dwarf, but I don't think it's an angelfish. I got it really small. But I had a tang in there, and freaking the blenny killed it because they would both pick at the algae when I was running my light too long. I got stuff to kill the algae, quick get rid of it and everything. And I put this little tang in there, and he just started beating the crap out of him. And then one day I can't, but I never like caught it. All I would catch, he would go after him and scare him. Now I don't know. He started to get skinny, so I don't know if he was like afraid to eat or what, but I couldn't believe it. But this blenny is no joke. He don't touch nobody in that tank. He don't mess with nobody. Now he's the only algae eater guy in there, but holy crap. Yeah, it's are they young clowns? Yeah, I got them. Oh gosh, how much did I pay for them? They were, man, how much were they? They weren't cheap. Yeah, they're young. They're young. They were small and just so cute. They just made me think of like orange ice cream, one of those push-ups, And clowns are great. They all look great, but that orange color is sick. So, but yeah, they're still small. I mean, I've had them for a long time, but they're still small, but just beautiful. Orange with the black trim on them, I mean, it's just like the most incredible looking clownfish, that, I mean, I've seen tons of clowns, I had other clowns, but this pair that I got is just sick. Man. Tangs eat algae. The blenny didn't want competition in his turf. Also, being a small tank, tang stress out easy. Oh, well, the tang was really small. I mean, he was. I don't know. It was small. That's why I got him. That's the only reason I got him, because if a fish is gonna get big, the only way I'll get him is if he's real small in the tank. But I knew that blenny stressed him out. I knew it. It was it was an accident on my part. I didn't know. I thought the tang would be way stronger. I didn't, but that now that it's gone, I'm like, okay, I'll keep the blenny. But the blenny's just so, I mean, it's just beautiful to look at the face and see the little antennae on it and stuff. Algae, yes. Tanks, no matter the size, don't like small tanks. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's but that's what I looked at when I got the tank. I'm like, do I get a tank and just put like tangs in, like a 55 gallon or something, and just put tangs in it, because those are really cool too. But then I was like, nope, too big. Salt water is not free. I can't turn my tap on and pay 6 cents a gallon or whatever I pay for water, and it's like, nope, this is it. I'm going to stay small. Plus the nano stuff, it's just, my wife likes it. My son, it's very interesting. You learn a lot. And literally we have this incredible chair in front of it. You can sit there for an hour, and just stare at it, see everything that moves and how everything's living. And I mean, it's so intriguing. Not that regular water is not, but I mean, there's a difference in what's living. Okay, a plant's living in there, but you can't see it eating anything. I can feed something that's in there and it'll close up around it like, it's a Venus flytrap, and it just devours it. It's so cool. Yeah. They're open water swimmers that graze and swim all day. It's their natural behavior. Yeah. Yeah, so I wanted to bring up, some things that I learned also too is I realized that a saltwater tank really can't just sit still. You have to have a good amount of flow to keep the gunk up off the bottom, and so when it comes to a smaller tank like I have, a 40-gallon, and the flow that I have in it, you really don't want to put fish that don't do well in high flow tanks. Like I had that cowfish, they got little itty bitty fins, they're not made to be in super heavy current. I got him out of, oh God, what is he in? Maybe a 120, 120 or bigger, maybe a 180. But it had all this big, huge stuff in it. Had big power heads in front, but it could just swim behind these big, huge rocks, get out of the current, go all the way down. He was great. But when I had him over here, it was just like, they have to fight the current. It's hard on a fish like that. So when you go to buy or get into saltwater, when it comes to purchasing a fish, you have to remember that you don't want fish that can't be in current, or they'll get like too tired or anything like that. Because if I don't run enough current, food can go down and just sit on top of something and just rot. So in there, I don't want that. So I only have one power head, and I haven't turned all the way down to 30. That's as low as my power heads go, is 30. So it's very low, but I have that going plus the pump. So it's moving around in there. Everything in there likes it. The fish that I have in there living, they love it. Everything in that tank loves it. The crabs, everything, the snails. But you put something in the tank that can't accept that fast current, and it can be bad for them. So only get fish like that are slow movers in a large tank, that that they can get way away from the current, and they don't have to worry about getting tired and stuff. That was something that got, I had a cowfish. Yep. It was so cool. Matt C, what's going on? What's happening? Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, the cowfish. Yeah, if you look back a few videos, I filmed it. I think some shorts I did. But he was real small, maybe, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inch max. Yep, it was great. But it was the current. He did real good, But then the current, it started blowing him around, and I don't know. It's just things that I learned, throughout, because, you ask them at the store, hey, how will they, now this ain't my buddy's store, how will it go? And it's, oh yeah, 40-gallon be great. Okay. And it's just, and I don't like put a power head in my tank, because I watch a video and it says my buddy's been doing it almost 30 years. And he's like, look, the more flow you can have in a tank in saltwater, the better it is, because it'll keep, uneaten food, detritus from building up. You really don't want it building up too much in the substrate. You want to keep it as clean as you can when it comes to saltwater. So I had 2 pumps in there a long time. When I first started, I took one out. I took the bigger one out. It's up in here now, but I took them out, and I just run the one. So I don't shut it off at night. Nothing. I run the pump that in the tank, and I run that power head. But the bad thing is it's a learning curve. Yes, you have to find out what's good, but they're not cheap learning curves, so They're not controllable. They're actually here, I'll show it to you. It's a Jabeo. The only thing I could do is turn it on and turn it off. It's not controllable. I could turn it up to 100 or down to 30. And then the number that I have it on, like let's say I have it on 30, I don't know if it's the aggressiveness, but I can turn like that down. I can turn the power of the 30 down, all the numbers. So if it's at the 100, I don't know if it's like the frequency or what, but then I have the different modes. But my buddy had these at the store. He had two of them. So this is a 20. The one over there is a 10. The Jabeo 20, MLW 20, and that's an MLW 10. So, yeah, they work really good. But, yeah, they're not controlled. That's why, here's the thing. I mean, this stuff, like you guys all know, it's all super expensive. So when I can get, these power heads that aren't super, that I'm buying with store credit and stuff. I mean, gosh, he's got lights there for saltwater tanks that are like $800-900. It's like there's no way, as much as I switch stuff and change over stuff, that I'm going to buy a light for $800. I can't fathom the reason for an $800 light, but it is what it is, so. It's I try to do it on a decent, but yeah, the programmable ones, no, I don't have it. Look for strong indirect flow around the tank. Keep the tank clean. Corals healthy, and fish can choose where to. So yes, that's what I do. I have my power head. So if you're looking at tank, it's on the right side. It's from the center. It's just up maybe, I don't know, an inch past center. And it's blowing from right to left, about 3 inches from the top. It's about 1.5 inches below water level, because I don't have it filled all the way up. And I have it aimed toward the front of the tank just a little bit. So it just, and everyone in there loves it. I mean, no one gets tired. They're not hiding. They're out all day long. Oh, that Blenny's getting irritated. Oh, he's picking at that blue crab. The blue crab's climbing up the side, and that Blenny's right there, and he's nailing him. He's like, get off my rock, chump. You're coming to eat my algae, and I'm going to tear you up. There's so little algae in there now. I just do lights like 7 hours now, and there's algae on the back wall. But it's, oh my God, before it was bad. Literally, the whole tank was covered, top, bottom, front to back, covered. Yeah, it looked good for a minute. Look for, no, do not do that. No, I would invest in a controllable pump before I get a super fancy light like that. Yeah, I have a good light. It's not a Valspar or something like that. I think it's called a Valspar or something. I can turn the white lights up, turn the blue up. The white, it's got a few other colors, but the little spectrum there. I don't know. I paid, I don't know, $40 for it or something. It's good light. I mean, I'm sure there's way better. I used to have one of those blue, is it blue something? It was an 80 watt or something. It was kind of round. It had two knobs on. I bought a tank years ago, and it came on it. I'm like, I don't do saltwater. Why are you trying to sell me a saltwater light? He's like, look, dude, it comes on the tank. Take it or leave it. So I got it. And I used it for a while, and then I ended up selling it. Yeah, but I don't know. It's a good light. I mean, it makes it look nice. You turn the white down and just run blue, and it looks really nice. It's probably not the best light, but then again, lights are so expensive. Saltwater lights, But yeah, controllable pump. And another thing that I found that was so important, I lost a fish. Was it one? Power outage. Oh my God, freaked me out because, my buddy said, look, temperatures it's big with salt. He's like, but what temperature you choose, it's the consistency of the temperature. When it starts to sway and swing, it's when things will start to die. And the power went out, and you sit, oh yeah, well, I'll give it like 3-4 hours, see if the power comes back on. All this stuff lives, it'll be fine. But then it get cold, and this and that, and I lost something. I can't remember what it was. It might have been that cowfish that I lost something, but it was the power went out. It irritates. So one of those backup batteries or whatever, so even if because like I looked a bunch up, there's those dudes on YouTube that they're really high-end saltwater guys. They're like, I don't know, they're kind of the go-to cats, that I'm listening to. But, they're like, if let's say you're out at work or something, your power goes out at your house, this thing will kick in. But let's say 8 hours later, you go home and there's no power and you don't know it went out. I mean, it could be very detrimental to your tank. I was like, oh my God, that's really scary, because it's like, one coral in there is like, it could be like $300, and it's, just if you have 20 different types of corals in there, I mean, and then the fish, I mean, it's just, I don't like losing anything, but if I lost the CPD, I wouldn't be as distraught as losing, $125, clownfish or something. It's just, it's crazy. But yeah, it's getting crazy. It's the thing is, what's really weird is that's what I was talking about earlier when I started to stream, is the prices that are going up and society's no one's fighting it. I mean, I know I'm not saying go out and, picket, or complain. That's the last thing we need is more people complaining, but on here we can speak our mind. But it's like, society's, all the prices are going up, and, it's like this day and age, everyone's saying, okay, no problem. And it's really crazy to see, what 10 years ago, so I just turned 51. So let's say 10 years ago, people were complaining, if a cheeseburger costed, what were they? A McDouble or a chicken sandwich, they were 99 cents or a buck. Now they're over $1. It's like, what? Last week I paid $3.05 for a gallon of gas by my buddy's store. I went there yesterday, $3.45. So it jumped 40 cents in a week. I couldn't believe it, and it's like, but that's society right now isn't complaining. Here's another thing where I live anyways, the house across street from me, when I bought my house, the house across street from me, it's another city across the street from me. It's lower values over there compared to where I live. But anyways, so the house across the street from me, when I bought my house, the people that bought it paid $70,000 for it. So she lived there for, I don't know, let's say 5 years. She sold it for $140,000. The guy who bought it with his wife and kids bought it for $140,000. They just moved out because he lost his job. His company closed up. He lost his job, so they had to move up north. $200,000. They got $199,900 for it. I bought my house in 2014. So from 2000, let's say 15, all the way to 23, that house went from $70,000 to $200,000. It's like, holy crap. That's huge. And it's like a clunker when I was a kid, a rusted out truck, a rusted out car. I mean, you could get cars for, $800. When I was a kid, 50,000 miles on a car, you'd be like, oh my God, this engine's going to blow up. It wouldn't, but 50,000 on a car these days, you're like, oh, it's not even broke in yet. 100,000, it starts to break in. That's why everyone drives their car. Usually people that have money drive a vehicle till it hits 100,000. Why? Because all the warranties run out. The drivetrain, everything runs out at 100,000. So they sell it. Well, back in the day, if you bought a car that had 100,000 miles on it, oh my gosh, you know, $1,200 or whatever. I mean, look at the trucks today. I mean, Ford's selling a truck for $80,000, $90,000. You know, all these vehicles are close to $100,000, and a truck that has $200,000 or 200,000 miles is still selling for $15,000. You know, and it's like. And it's just, you know, do I go to a store and buy a bicycle and pedal it like I used to? You know, it's like so many things have changed. You can't do things like you did so many years ago. You can't have a rotary phone and run an answering machine anymore. Do you know, I'm a union guy. So, you know, if I'm on my job site, and let's say I'm welding something or I'm building walls in a Myers or a Walmart or anything in a house, and my boss needs to get a hold of me, he's going to call me. Well, if I don't have a phone and he's calling my you know, my landline at home, it goes to my answering machine. Yeah, hi, I'm not home right now. You leave a name and number and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You know, society and life has changed so much, you can't do that. So you're kind of being squeezed now to pay $15,000 or $10,000 for a car. You know, hopefully it's not rusted out. Your feet aren't running through it like Fred Flintstone, and it's all jacked up. You know, so when it comes now to fish tanks, I mean, even saltwater, I mean, it's not a hobby that you can hop in and hop out of. It's like something. It's a lifelong journey. You know, it's like buying a used vehicle. It really is. I mean, just think a saltwater tank light that costs $800 to $900. What is that? That's a set of tires for your car. I mean, it's ridiculous. You go, huh? God, do I get new tires for the winter? Man, do I get a light for my tank? That's crazy. You know, it really, really is. Yeah, $489. Holy, that's about, gosh, that's even more than diesel over here. Holy crap. You spent $125 on a clownfish. No, it's you know, clownfish are that high, but I think these were like, they were expensive. Oh, what were they? I want to say they're like, I might even have the sticker over there still. It's $160 for the pair. Let me see if I can find the sticker. Or the receipt. I'm not sure. Oh, nope. I was a little off. I'm sorry. I keep all these cool stickers that come on the bags. Well, actually, what they do is they peel it off the tank because when you buy it, they just give you the sticker. Naked Clown, Oria, $69.99. That's what I paid per clownfish, naked clowns. So $70. So it's $140 for the two. Sorry. Yeah, and then here's the other one because we bought two, so $69.99. So yeah, $140 for two clownfish. Now what was this? Oh, my spotted mandarin, the green mandarin, $49.99. And then I used to have a Citron Goby. Yeah, he got sick. That was $35. I didn't really, I mean, I wish he never would have died. But yeah, he got his stomach got really skinny. I tried medicine and stuff, but you know, he was eating. I don't know. It's just weird. That's what I bought a used setup. That's why I bought a used setup. It would cost me about triple what I paid. Yeah. That's, hey, look, free tank. I do it all day long. Free tanks all day long. Hey, my buddy that I saw, I haven't seen him in quite a few years. He used to employ me. I work for him. He has a lot of money. He's like, hey, do you clean tanks? Can you come over to my house and clean my saltwater tank? He's got a 180. I said, what do you want me? What? He's like, I don't have time to do it. And then his buddy said, hey, what are you going to put in the tank in your office? He's like, I'm not putting nothing in that thing anymore. And he said, hey, you want the tank? I said, what is it? And he pointed at a 55. He's like, but it's way up here. And so my buddy at the store says, I said, what is it, a 60? And my buddy's like, no, it's probably what did he say? 80 or 90. He said it's a special. It was like somebody had it specially made. And he's like, yeah, that's what it is. He's like, I like the tall tanks, but there's a lot of people getting out of this stuff. They're just selling their stuff really cheap, or, it's not for nothing, but I like to find people to sell it that are actually moving. They got to dump it. Somebody who is renting from them moved out and left it and usually get it for free, or someone that doesn't know what they have. Those are usually the people I like to get stuff from. But, I got my clowns free with the setup. One's a frostbite and the other's a platinum snow. So, yeah, that's I think I had the snowstorms. And here went again. At my buddy's store, somebody brought them in. You knew which one was the female, which one was the male. The male was the smaller one, skinny. Stomach was real skinny. I was like, give them to me. He's like, no, leave them here. I was like, look, dude, I'll take care of them a lot better than you will. So I brought them home. They did really, really good. I mean, they were doing really good. I was putting Metro in there every day, getting this guy hooked up, just killing it. And then one day I came downstairs and he was sucked onto the overflow thing. It just caught him, and I wasn't running the other pump because I didn't want to shove him around so much, but he just got too close to it and it sucked him up. So I had her, and then I got a black and white one, and they did really good together, but the female started going after it. So it must have wanted, or it was a female or something. So I just got rid of them both. I actually took them to the place that I got these naked ones at, because me and Luke went to it and saw these, and oh my God, it just looked like two pieces of candy swimming around. And I had to get them. So, but yeah, free clowns are the hookup. That's the way to go. But yeah, I'm always looking for deals. I'd love to get a better light, something that comes up and hangs over. That's why I try to put out there, anyone looking for plecos, these long fin super red bristle nose, at least over here they sell for, I bought them from what's their face. That's not very nice. I'll give you their real name. Aquatic Arts. I bought my long fin super red bristle nose plecos from Aquatic Arts a while ago. Well, it had to be probably 3 years or more now. And they're $32 from them. So that's why I said, if anyone's got a cool light that they'd want to trade, I got plecos, I got CPDs, I have shrimps, I have high-end Caradinas. Hey, it is what it is. I'll even give more, to get it. But yeah, it'd be a lot of my coral are free too. Yeah, that's what I see. I see a lot of people do it. The ones I got were purple. I guess it's the not light, but whatever's on it, the bacteria or something. But the purple look cool, and it's just I really enjoy it. But I would really like a hangover light. I really would. I think because I have it hanging by chain now, it looks really cool. It's got a remote control. It's not garbage, but it's a box. It's a rectangle. And I'd rather get something that comes over, even two little ones. I just think it looks cool. If I'm going to have the saltwater tank and put money into it, I'm not going to spend $800, but if somebody's got them and they want it, like I said, everything's expensive, but when you're trading, it's, like I said, I don't mind paying up for something. So, but yeah, free corals are nice. I've got a lot of stuff for free. I go to my buddy's store. He gives me stuff. Like yesterday when I went and got that brain thing, he gave me this, what are those? The little things that you glue stuff to put in the tank. I don't, what are those called? They're called, God, I could see the name on it. Um, but anyways, I don't know if they're not bubble tips, but there's something. I can't think of. They're not mushrooms, but there's something on there, and they got the little balls on all different colors, but they're two really small ones. So like they grabbed onto it, and they've chose to sit on there with their foot and live there. Well, he took that out, gave that to me. He gives me stuff all the time. So free stuff is good. And like I always say, like I try to tell everybody from day one, oh yeah, bounce mushrooms. Luke wants one. So there's a guy over here that has one. I'm trying to do a video at his place. Maybe this winter is good. His dad like wrote all these books, and the place is incredible. Like the ceilings are all like glass and plastic, let sunlight through. They have these huge troughs or whatever you call them with all the stuff. They would go to Florida and get all this stuff and bring it in, to make all this. Then he's got tanks and then all this cool stuff. And, but yeah, he's got a bounce. He's got a couple of them, and he'll cut pieces off of it and sell it. I think the small ones he sells like 400, 450. I'm like, oh boy. But he said a woman brought it in. She was moving or something and gave it to him because he takes care of everybody. Well, he's a very good businessman, and if you become friends with him, he looks out. So I've been there, literally have been there where people brought in like these big rocks and they're just covered with all these exotic bubble tips and stuff. They're like, here, you can have this, we're getting out of it or we're moving. And he just gives them tons of stuff. So yeah, the guys bought his business. I got a bunch of bubble tips in there. I think one of them split because now there's a little itty bitty one in like this little itty bitty hole in the coral. So one must have split, and now it's grown out of there. So I think I have an extra one. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, the OG bounce. Yeah, the OG bounce, the super expensive. Yeah, bounce mushrooms. It might be, but the one at the store is an OG bounce. Yeah. Oh God, it's incredible. I need to take. I don't know why I've never taken a picture or filmed it. That's what I need to do and put it on there. But he's the only guy I know that's got one in a store by me. But yeah, it's like a 40-minute drive just to get there. But his place is incredible. His dad built it. He made it. And he's got sharks there, real sharks out of the ocean. They're not like great whites. They're these ones that, they're kind of funky looking, but he sells sharks, all sorts of stuff. Now, when you come up front, there's more stuff like you see in pet stores and stuff you can get, but all of his like black lights, everything keeps under the blue light and everything, is high end, really pretty stuff. I got some stuff in there I can't remember. I'm going to have to go and write all the names down. So when I do the video on that, I can point out what things are, like some of the mushrooms that I have and, the names of them. It's like off movies, the stuff. It's crazy. Try and get into your local saltwater clubs or forums. You can find great deals, more reefers. It's fun. Yeah. That's what I'm trying. I joined some stuff on Facebook. There's actually a Michigan thing where people give stuff away. They can't keep it anymore or whatever. And I was going to get this one fish off this chick. It was a tang though. And I was like, I can't have that. So I checked on it and ended up not getting it, but not many people get off saltwater stuff. But yeah, I'd love to join. That'd be so cool. So, but all right, I need to hop off of here. It's over an hour, which is great, but I got some more stuff to do around here. I vacuumed, I cleaned. I have to go check on Luke, make sure he doesn't need anything. He's up there, his legs all wrapped up. Coming this Thursday, we're supposed to take him in so he can get his legs set by the Detroit Red Wings orthopedic surgeon. We're so lucky to have such a great doctor on his situation. Yes, great chat. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming and showing up. It's great seeing you. And again, please hit the thumbs up and the like. And if you can help me out, you guys help me out in any way. I don't have many more subscribers to go before. I think I need like 40 41 to go before I hit 1,000. So I know I got to put the time in again and get people come, show people we're back again. So that's why I'm on again today. But yeah, it was great seeing you guys in here. Thank you so much for coming by. I learned a bunch tonight. Yeah, every Saturday, 9:00, 9 p.m. Eastern time, I'm here. So if you guys got time, you're not watching somebody else's stream, and you're not 3 seats to the win, stop on by. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope I earned your subscription today. Sitting around chatting, and I hope to see everybody next week or the next time I hop on here before Saturday. All right, everybody. See you later. Peace. And from Motor City Aquatics, take care and be safe out there these days. Things are getting crazy. All right, everybody.